unbelievable.
It's an event like no other. It's like a little kid playing with heaven's light switch and slowly making the light go away and then come right back. The last time a total solar eclipse rolled through northeast Ohio in 1806, Cleveland was still spelled with an extra A, and most of the rest of Ohio was still trees. But even then, people still looked up and squinted at something that was just fantastic. A sight that will definitely cause sore eyes if you look at it unprotected, so the best way to understand it is to use a temporary planetarium.
And I'm viewing it from the surface of the Earth. The shadow that's cast by this object that represents the moon would be that eclipse.
John Dar Bradshaw is with the Great Lakes Science Center, and while explaining what happens in an eclipse is one thing, he says you have to understand that an eclipse that people can experience is like winning the lotto. Actually, there's a total solar eclipse roughly every 18 months or so somewhere on the planet. But with more than 70% of the world covered in ocean, most people never, ever, ever get to experience one. So when an eclipse is on course to roll right through your backyard, well, my friend, at a little after 3 p.m. on April 8th, 2024, you will have hit the jackpot.
It just doesn't happen that often over land. So when it does happen, it's really extraordinary. It's really a special event. And as you said, this is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime kind of feat for us.
And it's a safe wager to make that every person that is alive right now will not be around for the next one to roll through our part of Ohio, which is due in about 375 years. It will be a sight to see. So things could, well, get a little crowded.
70 million people are within a 24-hour drive of Ohio. Right? So they can get in their car and within 24 hours they can be here. So when you think about that and that hits social media, that's going to have other people go, well, I can go.
And if they all do decide to go, Seema Merrick will spend most of her time indoors, along with dozens of other people in Ohio's Emergency Management Center. 10 million people. Will there be enough ambulances, police, fire, hotel rooms, camping space, viewing space, people to pick up the garbage? It's both big and little things. And coordination is the key that will determine if the experience is a happy one and not one filled with gridlocked roads, angry, hungry people, and general misery. Because of all things, there are no bathrooms.
In a crossroads in a smaller village in Ohio that's in the line of totality, they may only have a diner and one gas station. But there are thousands of people, so they have to plan for porta potties. And everyone along that line, right, across wherever the line runs across the country, they're also looking for those porta potties. And it's not in one area. It's in many areas that are very similar, that don't have those resources.
And those resources will be in great demand in Lorain County, which is one of the 9 Ohio counties right on the center line. 2 towns lie along that center line where the eclipse will be at its darkest, the longest. Amherst in the south of the county, and the point of greatest duration, almost 4.5 minutes, will be at Avon Lake. But there really won't be a bad spot anywhere in the county.
Our population here in Lorain County is about 312,000, and they are looking at an influx of about 1 million people total here in Lorain County. So it's going to be like every fair, festival, 4th of July, every Browns game, exactly, all in one at one time for a 10-minute event.
Just about every Lorain municipality, township, police, fire, hospital, and any group with resources are all sitting down at the same table right now with one question. What are we going to do with all these people? And the answer, show them a good time. Even though it's a year away, they've already started meeting to try to figure things out.
The problem was mass egress, the people leaving afterwards, the time of day, which, since it's going to be around 3 o'clock, we've already advised local school districts that they probably should close for that day. But identifying the major problems we're going to have is where we start.
But Feder says everything is on the table and up in the air at this point, and nothing is set in stone. Because honestly, even though they have a rough idea of what to expect, they don't really know what to expect. Planners truly have to really consider everything everywhere all at once on one day that's a year away that will not come again to this area in this lifetime. So, the clock is ticking.
And information sharing is the best way we can get people prepared.
In Cleveland, Roosevelt Leftwich, Fox 8 News.